Welcome back to my channel today. We explore the value of specific coins, the most valuable Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny coins. Value in market in dollars, so let's get started. First up, the 1956 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny. This small 1-cent coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it carries history, collector interest, and value in today's market. If you have old coins at home, in a jar, drawer, or family collection, you may want to check carefully because this coin is still popular among collectors. The 1956 Wheat Penny was minted in Denver, and the small letter D under the date shows it was made at the Denver Mint. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series that was produced from 1909 until 1958. These pennies are loved by collectors because they represent an important era in United States coin history. Just a few years after 1956, the wheat design was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse, making wheat pennies even more collectible today. On the front of the coin, you will see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected presidents in American history. His portrait first appeared on the cent in 1909, making Lincoln the first real historical person featured on a regular United States coin. On the back of the 1956 penny, you will see two wheat stalks on each side with the words 1 cent and United States of America in the center. This beautiful reverse design is the reason these coins are known as wheat pennies. Now let's talk about value. Many people ask if the 1956 penny is rare. The answer is that it is not considered rare because more than 1 billion were minted in Denver. However, even common old coins can have value depending on condition. That is why collectors always pay attention to grading. If your 1956 wheat penny is in very fine condition, it means the coin has seen circulation but still keeps strong detail. Lincoln's hairlines are still visible, the portrait remains clear, and the wheat ears on the reverse still show many lines. A very fine coin has wear, but it still looks attractive and collectible. In today's market, a 1956 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny in very fine condition is usually worth around 10 cents to 30 cents depending on color, surface quality, and collector demand. Coins with nicer natural color or better eye appeal may sell for a little more. Coins that are dark, damaged, bent, scratched, or cleaned may sell for less. Some collectors especially search for red-colored examples. Red pennies are coins that still keep much of their original copper color. These can be worth more than brown, circulated examples. If your coin has bright original color and strong details, it may attract stronger offers. Another thing to check is mint errors. Sometimes old pennies were struck with mistakes such as off-center strikes, doubled letters, or other unusual features. If your 1956 penny has a real mint error, the value could be much higher than a normal coin. That is why it is always smart to inspect the coin closely before selling it. Never clean an old coin. Many people think shining a coin increases value, but collectors usually prefer natural surfaces. Cleaning can scratch the coin and lower its price. If you want to sell your coin, you can visit a local coin dealer, coin show, or online marketplace. Compare offers and research current prices before making a sale. The 1956 wheat penny may not be the rarest coin in America, but it remains a favorite collectible and an affordable piece of history. Even in very fine condition, it still holds value above face value and continues to interest collectors around the world. Next up, the 1946 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without mint mark. Many people see this old penny and immediately wonder if it could be rare or worth a lot of money in today's market. In this video, I will explain the real value of this coin, why collectors like it, and what you should look for before selling it. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a special coin because it was made just after World War II. During the war years, the United States needed metal for military supplies, so coin production changed in some years. By 1946, The country was returning to normal production, and pennies were again made in bronze alloy. That makes this coin part of an important period in American history. The front of the coin shows President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected leaders in American history. The back of the coin has two wheat stalks on each side, which is why collectors call it the wheat penny. This design was used from 1909 until 1958, making it one of the most famous penny designs ever created. Now let's talk about the missing mint mark. Many people believe that if a coin has no mint mark, it must be rare or a mistake. But in the case of the 1946 wheat penny, that is not true. No mint mark simply means the coin was made at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia pennies usually did not carry a mint mark, so this is normal and expected for this year. The Philadelphia Mint produced a very large number of 1946 pennies, close to 1 billion coins. Because so many were made, this coin is not rare in average circulated condition. That means if your penny has heavy wear, scratches, dark color, or damage from years of use, it is usually worth only a few cents above face value. In today's market, many worn examples sell for around 3 cents to 25 cents depending on appearance. If your coin is in better condition with clearer details and less wear, the value can rise to around 50 cents, $1, or even several dollars. Coins with sharp wheat lines on the back, strong Lincoln details on the front, and attractive surfaces are always more desirable to collectors. If the coin has never been used in circulation and still has original mint shine, then the value can become much higher. Uncirculated examples with bright red color can sell for $5, $10, $20, or more. Some top-quality coins graded by professional services have sold for much higher amounts because collectors compete for the best preserved pieces. Another thing that can increase value is an error coin. If your 1946 penny shows doubling in letters or numbers, an off-center strike, clipped edge, die crack, or other unusual mint mistake, it could be worth much more than a normal coin. Error coins are always popular because they are different from regular production coins. To check your coin at home, look carefully at the date, the color, and the details. If Lincoln's hair is clear, the wheat lines are sharp, and the coin still has natural red shine, it may have better value. If it has unusual marks made during minting, you may want expert opinion. So the final answer is simple. The 1946 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without mint mark is usually a common coin, but its value depends strongly on condition and possible errors. Most examples are worth only a few cents to a few dollars, while the best examples can be worth much more. Next up, the 1944 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without mint mark in very fine condition, and how much this coin can be worth in today's market in United States dollars. Many people find old wheat pennies in jars, coin boxes, family collections, or pocket change, and they often wonder if these coins have any real value. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most popular coins among collectors because it comes from an important time in American history during World War II. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It became the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical person. Of the coin, you will see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, and you will see two wheat ears, which is why collectors call it the wheat penny. Now let's talk about the 1944 date. During the year 1943, pennies were made from steel because copper was needed for the war effort. But in 1944, the United States Mint returned to making pennies from copper alloy metal. Many of these coins were struck using recycled materials from wartime shell casings. Because of this, the 1944 penny has both historical importance and collector interest. If your 1944 penny has no mint mark under the date, this means it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. At that time, coins from Philadelphia usually did not carry a mint mark. Millions of these coins were produced, so the no mint mark version is common compared to some rarer pennies. However, the condition of the coin plays a big role in determining value. A coin described as very fine condition means it has moderate wear from circulation, but many of the original details are still clearly visible. Abraham Lincoln's hairlines may still show, the cheek and jaw are visible, the lettering remains sharp, and the wheat lines on the reverse side can still be seen. It is an attractive circulated grade that many collectors enjoy. Now the question everyone asks is, what is the value today? In the current coin market, a 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny without mint mark in very fine condition is usually worth around 20 cents to 50 cents. Some examples with better color, cleaner surfaces, and stronger detail may sell for a little more. If the coin has a bright original appearance or pleasing chocolate brown color, collectors may pay extra. While this may not sound like a fortune, remember that the coin was originally worth only 1 cent. That means it can still be worth many times its face value, especially for collectors who enjoy building complete wheat penny sets. There are also rare versions of the 1944 penny that can be worth much more money. The most famous is the 1944 steel penny. A few steel blanks left over from 1943 were accidentally used in 1944, creating one of the rarest Lincoln cents ever made. Genuine examples have sold for thousands, and sometimes much more depending on condition. If your 1944 penny looks silver in color and sticks to a magnet, it may be worth getting checked by a professional coin grading service. Also watch for error coins such as doubled letters, off-center strikes, and other unusual mint mistakes. If you own a normal 1944 wheat penny, never clean the coin because cleaning can reduce its value. Keep it in a safe holder and compare it with recent sales if you want an updated price. To summarize, the 1944 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without mint mark in very fine condition is commonly worth around 20 cents to 50 cents in today's market. It is a historic and collectible coin that remains popular with collectors around the world. Next up, the Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny coin 1951 with no mint mark, especially in very fine condition. And we will understand what it is, why it is collected, and what its real value is in today's market in dollars. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series that started in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Of the coin, you will see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has become one of the most famous designs in United States coin history. There are two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, which is why these coins are called wheat pennies. This design was used until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. Now focusing on the 1951 issue, this coin was produced in very large numbers at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins that come from Philadelphia during this period usually do not have a mint mark, so when you see a 1951 penny without any letter under the date, it simply means it was made in Philadelphia. Because the production was very high, this coin is not considered rare in general circulation. Millions were made, and many still exist today in old collections, coin jars, and inherited boxes. When we talk about condition, coin collectors use grading to determine value. A coin in very fine condition means it has been circulated, but it still retains a good amount of detail. On a 1951 wheat penny in very fine grade, Abraham Lincoln's hair will still show clear lines, although some of the finer details will be slightly worn. The wheat stalks on the reverse side will still be visible and defined, but not sharp like a brand new coin. The lettering around the coin remains readable and strong. This condition is considered mid-level circulated, meaning the coin has history but is not heavily damaged or extremely worn. Now the most important question is value. In today's coin market, a standard 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark in very fine condition is usually not worth a large amount of money. Most of these coins sell in the range of around 10 cents to 75 cents depending on eye appeal, color, and demand from collectors. If the coin has a nice brown or red-brown color with clean surfaces, it may reach the higher end of this range. However, if it is dull, scratched, or stained, it may only be worth face value or slightly above it. Even though the value is not high in dollars, it is still an important collectible coin. Wheat pennies are becoming harder to find in circulation, and many collectors enjoy building full sets from 1909 to 1958. That means even common dates like 1951 still have steady demand. Sometimes, if a coin is in unusually nice condition or has minting errors such as doubling, off-center strike, or unusual tunning, the value can increase significantly compared to normal examples. So, in simple words, a 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny without mint mark in very fine condition is a common but collectible coin worth under $1 in most cases today. Its real value is more historical than financial, unless it has special features or exceptional conditions. Next up, the 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny without any mint mark and its value in today's market. Many people find this coin in old collections, piggy banks, or even pocket change and wonder if it could be worth a lot of money. The truth is a bit more detailed, and understanding it properly can help you know exactly what you have. The 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in the United States during a time when the country was slowly recovering from the Great Depression and preparing for major global changes due to World War II. These pennies were produced in very large numbers at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why they carry no mint mark. In American coin production, a missing mint mark usually indicates Philadelphia, while other mints like Denver or San Francisco use letters such as D or S. On the front side of the coin, you can see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design was created by Victor David Brenner and has remained one of the most famous coin designs in American history. You will also notice the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1940. Side, there are two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, which is why this series is called the Wheat Penny. Now when it comes to value, the 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is considered a very common coin. Because millions of them were produced, it is not rare in general circulation terms. Most of these coins were used heavily in everyday transactions, so many of them are found in worn condition today. The value mainly depends on the condition of the coin rather than rarity. If the coin is heavily worn, with scratches, fatting details, or damage, its value is usually around 1 cent to a few cents. In most cases, even collectors will not pay more than 5 cents for a low-grade example. If the coin is in better condition with clear details but still circulated, it may reach around 10 to 20 cents. These are still considered affordable collector coins and are often collected in large wheat penny sets. However, when the coin is in very good condition or close to uncirculated, the value increases slightly. A 1940 wheat penny in high-grade condition can sometimes sell for around $1 to $5 depending on its appearance, luster, and color. If the coin has strong original red copper color and sharp details, collectors may pay even more, sometimes reaching up to $10 or slightly higher in special cases. It is also important to understand that rare error versions or special varieties of this coin can sometimes be worth much more. For example, coins with minting mistakes, double dies, or unusual strikes can attract strong collector demand. But these are not common and should not be expected in normal pocket change finds. Overall, the 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny without mint mark is not a rare or highly valuable coin in most situations. Instead, it is a historical piece that represents an important era in American coinage. Its real value lies in its age, design, and connection to history rather than high monetary worth. Collectors still enjoy keeping this coin because it is part of the long-running Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which ended in 1958. If you ever come across one, it is worth checking its condition carefully, but in most cases, it will remain a small value collectible rather than a high-price rare coin.